Alright guys, welcome back to the Adam Show. Today I got Jake coming around for a 1,000-point battle. Say hello, Jake.
G'day.
So, debuting today, we've got a Death Guard army. I've never used it before because I'm still in the middle of painting, so this is by no means an optimal army. I think I've only got 3 command points for being battle forged. Actually, I could have 4, Supreme Command Detachment. I don't know, doesn't matter. So in the army, what I've got painted so far is the Noxious Blight Lord. 10 of these guys. We've got a 7-man unit of Plague Marines. 3 plasma guns in there. So 1 plasma, 2 plasma, and this guy's got plasma on his back. I've got the Noxious Blightbringer to get people moving along faster, which I've converted up. So I've got the old school bell. We've got the Malignant Plague Caster. All these little bells and whistles. We've got a Plague Drone guy. We've got the old school Demon Prince. It's pretty cool. Paint him up. Had him for about 20 years. And last but not least, Plague Burst Crawler. I've gone with the Spitters because I'm planning on ramming this down people's throats. Alright, so I think I got 3 command points for this list. I'll go over the opponent and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, my opponent Jake is going to use my Imperial Guard. So in this we've got a battalion, so we've got 1, 2, 3 troops choices, las cannon, plasma gun in each one, and then we've got 2 company commanders, nothing on them. We've got 3 sentinels as separate units with missile launcher. Got a Hellhound, all flamers. Then we got 2 more HQs. We have Tank Commander Pask, and we have just a battle cannon tank. Alright, so this has got, what do we got? 9 command points, so he'll have a bit more to play with, and he's got a lot more things. As I said, I'm still painting my other army, but we'll get back to you. We'll get this going. Alright, so we've got the army set up. The battle is big guns never tire, so we've got 1 objective, 2 objectives, 3 objectives. Then coming around here, oh, just there under that guardsman. So Jake's set up here, he's got sentinels, guns. Coming across more guns, all looking across the battlefield. And I've pretty much got everything set up here. So we got Burst Crawler, Demon Prince, Drone, little characters and stuff stuffed in here with the zombies at the front. And the Marines here, Plague Caster, and this guy in reserve. Right, so we'll roll dice. I've got +1 to see who goes first. I've rolled a 1, Jake's rolled a 6. So I will see if I can seize the initiative with my funny little plague dice. And that is a 6. So I'll get first turn. There we go. Papa Nurgle's already on my side. Alright, we'll have the first turn and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so first turn for the Death Guard. Everything in the army's pretty much moved forward and used the bell to run, so we've moved right up on him. So we're pretty much at the halfway mark of the battlefield. This thing's a bit out the front. Damage wise, took this down to 1 wound and killed a guardsman. So not a lot of long range shooting at this point, but most of that damage was done by this fella who I used a command point to make it so he could move and shoot. And then I used another command point to use so you can't shoot at this unit. This is also -1 to hit through psychic powers. And that's it. We'll get back to you at the end of the guardsman first turn. Alright guys, so we've had the end of the Astra militarum turn 1. So they've moved forward a little bit, but not too much. Shot into here, they've taken this guy, they've got 4 wounds off him. They took 1 wound off this guy, and that was it. Passed a lot of disgustingly resilient rolls. No one's scored first blood yet. Let's see what I can do in my turn 2. Alright. Alright guys, so the end of my Death Guard 2. These guys have all made a push forward here, so they've come across. Between some plague spittering stuff, we melted our way through this guard squad, come crashing into Pask, and we've taken 6 wounds off him. Pretty much through plague spitters and plague things and re-rolling plague weapons with the Arch Contaminator. We're slowly learning that that's quite brutal, being able to re-roll ones to hit because of the Demon Prince and then re-rolling everything that's Plague. These guys are still sort of playing catch-ups. They shot a few plasma shots over here. Pass didn't do anything. And then down here, this guy come flying down from the sky, raw, and smashed his way through a Sentinel, giving me first blood, and then consolidated into the side of his tank. So I've shut down his 2 tank commanders for the turn. We'll get back to you at the next Astra militarum turn. It's not looking good for him. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, so at the end of the turn, Jake shot all small arms fire into these Poxwalkers, taking them down to 4. Obviously they don't ever run. He shot a few of his heavier weapons here, not doing any damage. He couldn't move out of combat here because he really had nowhere to go, so he just stayed in there. No one did any damage to anyone. Coming over here, he couldn't move out of combat really again here. Or he could have, but he didn't, because I guess he thought I'll just run back in there anyway. And lost 4 more wounds. So he's still got some heavy guns and stuff, but these guys are coming down on him pretty hard. So I'll get back to you at the end of my turn 3 and we'll see if there's any guardsmen left. Alright guys, the end of my turn 3. So these guys have still moved down the middle with this cannon, just the top cannon, and some plasma, and a few other little bits and bobs in there. We got that down to 3 wounds. Coming across here, Demon Prince ran into Pask, and now he's on his last 2 wounds.
Poor Pask.
Yeah, poor Pask. He's just been copping it this turn. This plague drone jumped out of combat and there was all these guardsmen in here, but I actually rolled up 12 shots and just melted everything that was in here. And this guy's taken this tank down to 3 wounds. So at this point, it's looking bad for Jake. But it'll be your turn 3 now, won't it? So Jake will have his turn 3 and see what he can do. He's still got some guns, and the guard never give up. Alright, Jake's had the end of his turn 3. I think he's lost more stuff in his turn 3 than I did. So to start off, he moved his Sentinel up, shot a missile into the faces, then went to charge in and just got plague spitted to death. The Demon Prince punched Pask into the next life and then went into these guys to lock them down. The Plague Spitter had a Sentinel run at him, shoot a missile at him, then run at him. I did Plague Spitter him and take 3 wounds off on the way in. But then I couldn't do any damage in return on top of that. Over here I've got this tank down to 1 bloody wound. And this thing is down to 3 wounds. But he did manage to burn, what was it, 3 of them guys. So he's doing some damage. But we'll see how it goes. I'll have my turn 4 and we'll see if there's any guardsmen left on this battlefield. Alright guys, end of my turn 4. Move these guys up here to hold this objective. Come down here. The Demon Prince cut through everything that was left here. This guy jumped back out of combat with the Sentinel and melted his face, claiming this objective. The tank zoomed over here and all these guys did, so they're claiming that objective in there. Combined firepower blew away the Hellhound that was here, but in doing so, 2 mortal wounds here, mortal wound here, mortal wound here, and a few of these guys got melted away. This guy cut through the tank. So technically, all that's left in Jake's force is this little commander and the las cannon, and as you can see, he's still bravely pointing forward saying, kill these mofos. So, it's up to you, Jake. Would you like to try and shoot that, or are you...
See what happens.
Alright, Jake's going to have his turn with these last 2 guys, and we'll see what happens. He likes to fight to the last man, I can respect that. Alright guys, so Jake shot at this guy with the las cannon and everything. He ran in here, he tried to do some wounds, but the old Lord of Contagion's pretty tough. I smacked the, split my attacks 2 and 2, smacked the las cannon down and took this guy down to 1 wound. So this is all Jake's got left, this guy on 1 wound, and he is absolutely surrounded by death guard everywhere. Very healthy, so this is a tabling. And I have 3 objectives, First Blood, Warlord, you name it. So this is an absolute smattering for the poor guardsman. And this is also the debut of the Death Guard on the channel. Got anything you want to say, Jake?
Yeah, no, nothing.
No, nothing? Did you at least enjoy the game?
Oh, I did.
You did. Yep.
To the last man.
To the last man, quite literally. Captain Finger Pointer. Alright guys, if you like these battle reports, like and subscribe, and I'll get back to you when I've painted some more of these Death Guard with a little bit different list and stuff at the moment. This is just all the stuff I had painted. Alright, enjoy your day.